Okay. Today is gonna be a fun stream. It's also just gonna kind of be really scuffed because that's how I do things here, okay? I have curated 13 posts, each one of them crazier than the last. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Shaky, join the VC. Chat, can you hear Dan?
Hello, chatters.
So this is how it is, okay? If this goes well today, I hope that we could do this again in the future because I feel like I put a decent amount of work into this, but it doesn't look like it should have taken me this long.
Serious face on.
All right, let's get it. So, the first post. Am I the asshole for telling my brother that he can't raise his child in my house? I, 27 male, have had big dreams of being a homeowner for as long as I can remember. I actually started saving for a house since I was 18. I bought three out of 2 houses 3 years ago, and while it's not the best house, I am beyond blessed to be in my own house, and the home ownership is everything. I have always hoped it would be. To be able to come home and have everything exactly where I left it, to be able to play video games all day, nerd, and not have anyone tell me otherwise. It feels like I am free and in control of my own life, which is what I've wanted my entire life. About a year ago, my older brother, 36 male, and his wife, 30 female, asked to move in with me because they can't afford rent and they do not want to pay $2,000 a month for an apartment. While I did not want them to be here, I reluctantly agreed because I can't tell my own brother that he can't live with me when I have 2 empty rooms in my house, knowing he would let me live with him if I had ever asked. I do not charge them any rent or ask for anything, but they do give me $400 a month to help me out. So far, no assholing going on, all right? My brother and his wife have been trying to conceive a child for a long time and are finally successful in doing so. They are expecting in a few months. While I'm extremely happy for them, I also do not want them living with me. I did not buy my house for them. I bought it for me. I did not sign up for having my living room filled with baby toys and having my gaming room turned into a kid's bedroom. I did not sign up for the fridge being full of milk for a kid that isn't mine. Okay. We have the 2 most dyslexic streamers on Twitch doing the reading. Okay.
Facts.
This leads me to where I am today. I have asked them to move out before the birth of their child. They both are extremely offended and hurt that I told them this. My family also seems to think it's wrong of me to ask them to find their own place, and they're expecting a child. I mean, okay, let's talk about it. So I think, in my personal opinion, he's not the asshole. What are your thoughts?
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's his house, isn't it? He can tell anyone what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his house. He pays the rent. I understand why the family's upset. I mean, they don't have money to find it anywhere else, innit?
I mean, under the bridge is always free.
Mm-hmm. Right, actually. Yeah, cozy there. I've done that once in my life.
The fact that he's concerned about there being milk in his fridge that isn't for his, I think he was just kind of trying to prove his point.
Yeah, no, he was being petty there.
Yeah, 100%.
He was being petty.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I like Maggie's point. Who decides to have a kid when they don't have a house? Like, I mean, like, you've been trying to have a kid and you're like...
yeah, but sometimes it happens, innit?
No, but this is like intentionally trying to have a kid.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay, yeah. And they're just dunces. The dum-dums. Get them out of there.
Yeah.
Throw them on the street.
We will throw it to chat, and chat will be able to vote in a nice little poll. Who is saying that they are the asshole? Chat, do you like yourself? You see all the emotes of yourself? You have the Chad, people happy, the Madge, people cozy. Okay, well, chat has decided that they are not the asshole. So with it, we have the, this person is deleted. Okay, so we're not looking at this one today. All right, this is the second one. Well, this is technically the third one, but it's going to be the second one today. Am I the asshole for yelling at my wife for siding with my 5-year-old son? Are you ready?
I say yes from the get-go.
You're saying yes from the get-go?
Yeah.
All right. I feel like context matters here. This is one of those instances where context really matters.
Anyways, let's go.
I saw my 5-year-old kid on the floor spinning in circles with sharp scissors. I asked him to stop nicely because it was dangerous. He didn't listen to me. I asked a few more times, slightly raising my voice and the urgency of the situation, and he eventually stopped. I asked him to hand me the scissors and he kicked them at me. I told him to try handing them to me again, and he hucked them at me. I tried once more to get him to hand them over kindly. He aimed them at me and started jabbing in the air in my direction. I kind of exploded at him because the situation was becoming dangerous. He got scared and he dropped the scissors. He started crying and asking why I was yelling at him. I took them away. I told him to go sit down in a timeout while I figured out how to deal with the situation. This is not about me and my kid, but just a preface to why I'm so mad right now. I agree I might have handled that situation better, but I saw a blade implemented implement. Wait, I saw a bladed implement being aimed at me and reacted. I started telling her, sorry, I was asking more. I am asking, oh my fucking God.
I'm more asking.
I'm more asking, am I the asshole about what happened with my wife? 10 minutes passed, and so I asked my kid to come talk to me. When he came and sat down to talk to my wife yelling at me, I was being too serious. In my eyes, safety comes first, not emotions. My wife yelled at me that I needed to let it go. I started telling her that if she didn't care about my physical safety, then she can stay out of the conversation. She is often controlling when it comes to When it comes to me insulting talks and consequences with our kids, she told me I was being a jerk. Okay. I had the convo with my 5-year-old where I explained that no matter what, we never aimed scissors at anyone like that. That if we do that, we will probably be getting screamed at because of the danger to others. He was upset and got yelled at. I told him that it didn't matter in comparison to threatening someone with scissors. Fast forward a bit, I ended the 10-minute talk with my kid and he went back to playing. My wife came at me and said I was being an asshole and super intense. I told her, of course, my safety was at risk, so I responded to the threat how I would to anyone pointing scissors at me and jabbing them violently in the air. She said I was overreacting, that I'm an adult, and I shouldn't yell at 5-year-olds. As a side note, I almost never yell. When I did, I really freaked my kid out. I'm usually super calm and understanding about stuff. Okay, listen, if you have to preface that by saying, actually, I'm not a very mean person. That sucks. I'm so upset about this and the fact that she tried to shut me down over what I see as a valid concern that I'm shaking. So as always, am I the asshole or is she the asshole? Not even the kid, the kid. Yeah, or are we both assholes? I sincerely want to know because at this point I am just angry and pissed off about the whole affair.
Yikes, bro. Oh man. Yeah, imagine being a mature guy getting scared of a 5-year-old kid with scissors. That's crazy.
Yeah, so like I feel like he's definitely the bitch in the situation, you know? like it's not about assholes anymore. He's just a
which actually brings the question, how do you even bag a wife?
I mean, like maybe just like, because like parents change when they have kids, right? I wouldn't be scared of my kid if they had scissors unless they were stabbing me with the scissors at the time.
Bro,
but this kid's just
even the force of it, like, I mean, a 5-year-old can't really do any damage, even with scissors. Like,
listen, Dan, I know that in London you guys have knives and like you're like always kind of like aware of blades and stuff like that. But listen, okay, the rest of the world,
we're trained in the art of blade.
Like, I mean, what if they were kid scissors? Like the safety scissors, they've got like super rounded ends.
Yeah.
This guy's like, whoa.
No, he's definitely also 100%.
I feel like he's definitely in the wrong here for sure. Like, there's no reason why you need to be screaming at your kids like that.
I feel like you would be scared of a 5-year-old with scissors. Let's be real.
I feel like you're scared of scissors.
You're not wrong about that one.
Now, when it comes to knives, though, you be on the road. You're a road man. Yeah.
Like,
bro's got ballad songs. I don't think she's in the wrong for getting mad at him for him having like yelled at his kid. You don't have to scream at your kid. I feel like there's no proper opportunity to scream at your kid, especially when the only reason he can give is that he was scared.
Yeah. Nah, I hear it. But nah, he definitely also.
I really want to zoom in on your camera because I can see your toes on your bed.
Yo, this is just a little sneak peek of my OF.
All right, listen, let's throw it out to the chat. We'll see what they have to say. All right. Who said no? All right, chat, listen, I understand. Listen, like, you guys are just like, whatever the majority is, chat's just gonna go against it. Yeah, 100%. 5-1, clearly they're the asshole. All right, let's get back. Post number 4. Am I the asshole? Wow. Am I the asshole for serving more food to my fat friend? Yesterday, I invited a few of my friends over to dinner at my place. We're having a girls' pasta night, and I had cooked a lovely meatball marinara spaghetti pizza. Initially, I wanted to serve everyone equal portions of spaghetti and meatballs with the extra leftovers to put in the kitchen for whoever wants it. But then I remembered that Jess had a big appetite. I had a big appetite and probably wouldn't feel satisfied with normal serving. Oh my god. I've seen her eat a lot, for example, 2 McDonald's quarter pounders without getting full. Although she doesn't want to lose weight, she has told me that she's insecure about her big appetite, probably caused by some of her friends making fun of her for taking extra servings of food when they had her over. I didn't want to put her in that kind of situation, and I didn't want her to go hungry either. So I decided that I could sneak in some extras into her plate so that she could eat without drawing attention to herself by asking for more. You know what? Honestly, that seems like a nice friend. With that plan in mind, I snuck in 2 extra meatballs as well as some more spaghetti to her plate. No one noticed or highlighted the difference when I served the food except Jess herself. The moment she got her plate, she laughed and said, "Why does mine look so much bigger than everyone else's?" I was a little panicked, but I tried to laugh it off by attributing it to the plating. I hope she wouldn't bring it up further, but after a look at the others' plates, she immediately knew what I did and was furious. She yelled that I was purposely drawing attention to the fact that she ate a lot of food and was shaming her for being a big girl. She left without touching the food. Everyone else was so confused about what happened, but because of her outburst, they naturally thought I was an asshole. The atmosphere got weird after, and I haven't been able to stop feeling stupid and miserable since then. I feel I've lost myself and my friends. However, while I understand that I probably shouldn't have done it, I don't think what I did warranted this treatment. I might be just delusional, but I don't think that I'm really the asshole in the situation. Would have been less embarrassing for both her and me if she didn't yell about it. That last sentence makes her the asshole in this situation to me. That's like, so this is my thought on it, right? I think the intentions were right, but only if Jess had to have asked in advance. See, when we paused earlier and I said like,
you know what? Honestly, that seems like a nice friend.
The intentions there are right. They're good, I think. But I was under the impression that Jess had asked in advance.
Yeah, I agree. Because she didn't ask in advance, then it's like, it's given individual treatment, innit? Like, it's like, you know, when you're in a group, you don't want to get treated individually, like, regardless, because then you just automatically stand out, right? Yeah, she shouldn't assume, just because she's a big girl. Like, she wants to be the...
I watched
like,
you eat 2 quarter pounders. What do you mean that's a lot of food? Like, I mean, you embarrassed your friend.
Yeah.
Own it. Like, it's just like, that's up to you. I feel like somebody else's weight is not your concern. Oh, true. Actually, that's true. Katie says also could have just let everyone serve themselves if she wanted to avoid this.
Oh, yeah. That's
100% like, be like, hey guys, pass it around. Yeah, I feel like that's true. Like, you could definitely get like buffet style or something like that. She's definitely the asshole in this situation, but that's just my opinion. We'll throw it to chat. We'll see what they have to say.
Letting her, yeah, was in a good place, but it's just like, don't assume.
Ooh, we have a split decision.
Damn.
All right, here's the next one. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to change what she's wearing? Straight up, right now, yes. I would never tell my girlfriend to change what she's wearing. My girlfriend, female 24, and I, male 25, were staying at my parents' house for 2 nights. My girlfriend typically wears super goth clothes, based. Of course, she looks gorgeous every time. I love her and her style, and I wouldn't change a single thing about her. If you're saying that and you're posting this post, I feel like you definitely would say something about it. Yeah. My parents live in a really small conservative town, and a lot of people there would give my girlfriend for what she wears, or at least look at her weirdly / stare at her. A few months ago, when we were out together, some old guy said something mean to her about what she was wearing, and it really upset her. I know that if she went out wearing what she was wearing, she'd get looks and mean things said to her, and it would really fucking upset her and probably ruin her day. I suggested that maybe she would wear something else for the reasons I said above. She got really upset and said some stuff about me trying to control her. ? Okay. The entitlement in this post is just seeping. She's been really upset since, and I really don't know what to do to make her feel better. My intention wasn't to upset her at all. So you haven't said anything while I've been making comments. So Dan, I'm curious to hear your perspective first.
I don't think he should suggest that she change. I think it's a thing of, like, she has to decide it herself, innit? Like, if she knows that people are gonna like say stuff to her, but she wants to dress like that, then that's up to her to handle that situation.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. I think for sure, like, you shouldn't be telling your significant other what they should be wearing, because like you would get into that relationship knowing what your significant other is like, right?
Exactly.
So like if you were somebody that's like against like wearing, you know, more revealing clothing, then why are you getting in a relationship with somebody that's wearing revealing clothing? I agree. You know?
I have a question.
Sure, let's hear it.
Okay, so if you to get into a relationship, yeah, with a girl, and she didn't like wear revealing clothing or anything, right? But then like say a year down the line, she started dressing more like, you know, like revealing and stuff, you know?
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I think you should definitely be, in this situation, the guy should definitely just be supporting the girl in what she wants to wear. So like if this guy is like, what the fuck, you look like, what are you, some type of emo kid, like blah, 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 like start saying some shit, then he should like either one, stand up for her if that's what she wants, or two, just be there for her, like the aftermath of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think, but I think like in your question, your scenario, I think like if she's starting to change, then you're growing apart. And I think that like you just leave the relationship and you say like, we aren't exactly kind of like where we started. But I don't think that should be a deal breaker.
Yeah, no.
At least for me, that's not a deal breaker. I don't know. I don't think that like, there's a lot of things that can fluctuate in relationships. And like, it doesn't mean that you have to end it.
If I was to get with someone and they weren't doing that at first, then I'll just have to like question, like what's changing about the relationship. I would have to just like look a bit more into it, see if there's anything like lying, like deep. What's the word? Deep lying?
I can't even say in this situation that his intentions weren't bad. Because like, it does sound like he is kind of like controlling her, even though he's saying in the post, I'm not controlling her. Let's
every man is an asshole.
Vote up, chat. He's not the asshole.
In this scenario, I think really. Okay, I actually need to read the post again. Was he really telling her how to dress, or was he just saying that, just be prepared, like, if you were to dress like that, then you're gonna get comments, and
he says
that's what's gonna happen.
He noticed that like what somebody said when she was wearing what she likes to wear upset her. I suggested that maybe she should wear something else.
Okay.
So she was dressed the way that she would want it to be dressed, and he said you should wear something else. He honestly, this is probably what happened in the scenarios. Like, well, you remember what happened last time when you wore this outside, and that guy said that thing to you. It didn't really make you feel great. He said I suggested, but he could have said it anyway. But that's probably what happened. He's like, you remember how you felt the last time you wore this out in public, and that guy said something to you. Three people saying that he's not the asshole though is astonishing to me. All right, let's move on to the next one.
That's a good one. I like that. I don't think dressing single is a thing really. Like you dress how you wanna dress.
I think everybody has intentions, right?
Okay, when you're single, you obviously don't have a partner to like think about, or like, you know, to think about how they feel or anything. You're thinking about yourself, innit?
I think it's subjective. It depends. Like some people want the attention. Some people don't want the attention, but they might be dressed exactly like the person who does want the attention. And it's just society that is being like, you're dressing for attention. And that person might be like, no, I'm not. This is just what I like to wear. So like, that's the difference. I don't think that you're in any capacity to tell somebody what they should wear. That's my opinion.
I think it's up to the person. I think it's definitely up to the person.
You're able to make a decision on what you want to do if you're in a relationship with somebody, but you should not be able to tell somebody else. Like, you're your own person, they're their own person. If you're unhappy, then you remove yourself from the situation. That's up to you. There's no guilt that you need to put on somebody else for it. Anything like that. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my friends that I'm not sitting down on their toilet when peeing? Okay. So I, 22 male, was talking with my friends about random stuff, and the topic suddenly switched to peeing when sitting down. I mentioned that I never really do it unless I have had one too many drinks. Next question was if I also behaved like this at other people's houses. That's a weird leading question. I said yes. They gave me the most disgusted look ever, but my parents certainly never taught me this. I was a bit taken aback by my friends' responses. I'm quite hygienic, and I told them that I always wipe my genitals after and be sure to wipe the seat if something splashes on it. I told them that I also wouldn't be changing my ways because it's really strange for me. My friends kind of casted it aside and told me that I'm unhygienic and unmannered. So what I want to know is if I'm just the odd one out or if my friends are overreacting. I think that this guy, personally, I was always told to like stand and pee, but then like, I'll be honest, as time went on, sometimes I sit down, you know, when I'm really tired in the middle of the night or at the end of the night, I just want to sit.
It's easier to stand up and pee.
I mean, it depends.
Like, it's way more effort if you sit down. Hello?
Is it?
Yeah, it's way more effort. It's like a
Why?
little squat. It's like a mini squat.
I mean, like,
whip it out.
you just throw yourself on the toilet. That's just how it is.
Yeah, but you gotta use leg muscles and that. If you're just standing up, just whip it out,
Bro.
and get it done, and then you know.
I mean, like, yeah, like I would say 80% of the time I'm still standing and peeing. But there are times where I'm sitting down.
I don't remember the last time I sat down when I'm peeing. You know.
Yeah, even when you're like hammered, I don't drink. But when you're like
Nah.
hammered, you're still rocking it. Like, what if you get some splash?
Splash. Yeah, like wait, in my own toilet, I'm getting splash.
Like if it like comes up onto like the toilet seat, or like it like on the, like you miss maybe a little bit in the beginning and like ends up on the floor or something like that.
Nah, I just stand up and pee, man. Guys, make sure you close the toilet seat when you flush. You don't want poo follicles going everywhere, okay?
So do you eat? Do you eat on the toilet?
Yeah, sometimes.
So then what are you concerned about poo for?
No, I'm joking. Do you eat on the toilet?
I'm asking you.
Wait, why were you not so like?
Listen,
shocked
sometimes I'd be taking my coffee in with me and having my morning poo.
Oh, poo follicles in the coffee is crazy.
Listen, I will take like a coffee or a drink sometimes.
No.
Yes.
Wait, there's no way. Wait.
Yes.
Nah, that's crazy. You can't take things into the toilet.
Why not?
It's wild.
It's not even is he the asshole? Like, it's just like, I like to stand and not sit.
Yeah.
Like, is he the asshole? Like, I mean, he's being respectful afterwards, right? I feel like he is. Yeah, I don't know. Whoever says yes, I don't know. We got some different opinions.
All right, let's go next.
Am I the asshole for indirectly telling my friend that nobody will ever love her?